This is just a quick tip on my flashcard methodology for learning Polish, or really any language. So one thing, as I mentioned in the previous video, so I pair words together that, especially adjectives like hot and cold and high and low and things like that. So I'll learn those together. This one is on blue, so it is a noun, and it is mąż I żona, which is husband and wife. And I have my little diagram here, a little picture for husband and wife. And so when I learn them together, so it's easy to remember. One is definitely feminine, żona is feminine, żona, yeah. So when they're together, it's much easier. But when I made these, so after this sticky note was, I don't know, I just had it on the wall somewhere, felt pretty good about it, turned them into flashcards. And I wanted to show that then on the flashcards, they actually got separated. So the back, the cue is pretty much the same as this. So if I did forget żona and I turn this over, mąż and żona, and the picture will cue me in pretty easily. This one is basically the same. And so when I put them into my stack here, my stack of cards, which the ones in the back are the ones that I know really well, the ones in the front are the ones that I need to be reminded of in the near future. And so I'm going to put these in the front here, and the next time I get them, I'm probably going to add a couple more cards. So tomorrow when I review these, they're going to get reviewed. Did I already mix them up? They're going to get reviewed right next to each other. So when I come up with this, and I'll see mąż, if I don't get mąż, then the next one is going to be żona, and I'm going to get that. Now I'll keep them together until I feel even more comfortable about them. And then when I feel more comfortable about them, then I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to mix them up and put them at different places in the stack. And when I do that, then basically I have to learn husband out of context of wife, and wife without the context of husband, which is just going to drill it in even more. So just wanted to pass that on, how I'm doing the same thing with adjectives. So in the beginning, they'll kind of be right next to each other. Hot and cold will be sitting right there, so they're kind of easy to recall as a set, and then they get split up, and that becomes much more challenging to learn. Czyste without brudne, clean without dirty, and vice versa.